If you want to see the looks I made with the second quad of 2020, and you're curious to see what quad 3 looks like, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and it is time, as usual, once a month to talk about quad of the month. And this month was a whole lot on greens and burgundy. And I have to say that I am pretty sure that this color story was influenced by my desire for acid rain from Urban Decay, which is what I'm wearing on my inner to about 2/3 of the lid. That color was not an obsession, but a very intense wish of mine, and I was lucky enough to be able to get that shadow, and I'll just show you. I was lucky enough to get this shadow from Urban Decay late last year. I think it was late last year, for $7, and it's usually $29.50 Canadian. I just basically got $20 off any product of my choice, and this was definitely the one product on the whole website that I really wanted, other than the Electric Empire crayon, or 24/7 Glide-On pencil. I really still want that one, but this one was more of a priority for me. I love chartreuse or limey kind of colors for the eye, and so I'm really happy that I have it, and yeah, that's what I'm wearing. But at the time I selected the quad of the month, I didn't have this thing. So I am, I don't think I had that shadow, but I could be wrong. Anyway, this is the quad No Matter What. It was still No Matter What, the inspiration. And it is all ColourPop, actually. We've got, let me just give you the colors a little bit closer here. We have La Playa, Sideline, Team Captain, and Facet. 2 shimmers and 2, well actually one that is a duochrome. This one up here is a duochrome. So 1 duochrome, 1 shimmer, and 2 mattes. And I usually like to have a balance of shimmers and mattes to build looks. And I was surprised at how much I really enjoyed this palette. I ended up using these 2, this one all over pretty much, and this one on the lid. I ended up using these 3, so this one as my base color, this one on the outer lid, and this one toward the inner lid. And I also did a look using these 2. So I really went around the palette. I enjoyed this quad more than I thought, because I knew I would love the colors, but I didn't know it would be as versatile as it is. And I even thought, but just decided I had too many other requests and whatnot going on this past month, but I also could have done a look with just these 2, and I think it would have looked beautiful. These colors go really well together. They are all singles from ColourPop, so if you are interested in them, you can find all the names in the description box below, either in products mentioned or the quad colors. You'll see it in 2 spots in the description. This is going to be, I'm pretty sure, one of my favorite quads from 2020. And I know we're only 2 quads in, but I did a really good job curating this set of 4 for my tastes, for my purposes. Yeah, it was a real delight to use, and I'm happy that I did use it. Now, Acid Rain from Urban Decay also did inspire my 3rd quad of the month, but for a different reason, not because of the colors, but because of the brand. So I have been using a lot of depotted singles from different indie brands, from Morphe, and from now ColourPop, and I thought it would be neat to use some singles from Urban Decay. And I actually saw Lauren May Beauty recently, I'll put the video right here, reacting to a video of hers, I think 5 years before, 2016 video. And in there was a 6-pan palette of Urban Decay that works like this one, and it made me think of this palette as well. So the Acid Rain single and then seeing a palette of Urban Decay singles, it all just kind of came together. This is a nice palette, by the way. It has a mirror, but I think they don't have it anymore on the Urban Decay site. But it holds 4, convenient for quad of the month. It holds 4 singles. I'll just bring the quad close to the camera. So we have Sellout right here. And we have Bordello, which is this one. Then we have a color I'm very fond of, which is Psychedelic Sister. I also have the Glide On pencil in that shade. And Dive Bar. And Dive Bar has really interesting kind of duochrome nature to it. So I'm going to swatch all of them. I'm not sure why I had to just, well, I just have to play with color. That's just part of who I am, but I guess it was a little premature. Well, let's start with Dive Bar. Let's just do it backwards. I'm going to do swatches of all 4 of these colors so that you can see what is going to be going on with this quad. Let me just do them 2 at a time. So I've got Dive Bar and Psychedelic Sister, and I think you can see how those 2 could go nicely together. So here's one, Dive Bar, and Psychedelic Sister. I love that purple. And I'll just do a second swatch of those 2. Fingers. Isn't that Psychedelic Sister beautiful? I just love these colors. And they're not typically colors that I would wear. The blue is not one that I would wear. And Psychedelic Sister has grown on me. At first I was intimidated by it, but now I'm not intimidated by color at all anymore, I don't think. Not as much anyway. I shouldn't say not at all. Not nearly as much as a couple years ago. Again, Dive Bar and Psychedelic Sister. Right? Aren't they beautiful? Psychedelic Sister looks like it needs it. I was worried about going too close to Dive Bar. I'm just evening out the color here. Ah, they're just gorgeous. They're almost like opposite of each other, right? Somewhat. Anyway, again, just the 2 fingers one last time. I'm going to wipe those off. And we're going to go into the other 2 colors, which is they are Sellout and Bordello. Just want to make sure that my fingers are nice and clean for the other 2 swatches. And so I'm going to go into these 2, so Sellout and Bordello. And Bordello is beautiful. And the Sellout and Bordello, this is actually a quad that I brought with me on a trip. So Sellout, yeah, I brought these on a trip. And I wanted to have a couple of very wearable colors and then something maybe to amp up for the evening. Make sure I don't overlap Sellout, and the viewfinder is not the best. So that's the first go on those 2. And the fingers. Okay, so I'm just going to go second pass on those 2, as I usually do. Here we go. Just want to make sure I don't make a mistake here. Okay, so we have Sellout and Bordello. They build up so nicely. So here we go. I'm pretty excited about this 3rd quad for the year. If you have any specific combinations that you're curious about or you want to know more about the shadows, please leave me a comment below. What do you think of the looks for quad number 2? And what do you think of the color selection for quad number 3? Would love to hear, like I said, combos too, that'd be great. And I look forward to creating more looks with this 3rd, more unconventional quad of the month for 2020. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time, but you know that. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.